Hey everybody, welcome to the next episode of Sunday Dinner. And as you can see from my purple shirt, tonight is about Prince. I'm going to be doing some Prince covers, no original stuff tonight. But in my little teaser promo, I asked you if you knew what the connection was between macaroni and cheese and Prince. And the answer is Paisley Park. Let me explain. My wife and I went to Paisley Park a few years ago, which is amazing. If you're a Prince fan, even if you're not a Prince fan, you need to go there. You should go there soon, because as they're starting to make changes to the place, his kind of spirit and the essence of him is kind of leaking out of the place. Mostly though, it was amazing. You could still kind of feel him in every room. You could feel it was his vibe. My favorite thing was his editing studio. We went into his editing suite and they pulled up something on the speakers. And I just went, wait, stop. Has anybody touched these faders? And they said, no, of course. And I was like, oh my God, that's his mix. He put this mix together. This is what he wanted it to sound like in his own editing bay, in his own little, not home studio, it's Paisley Park, but in his editing bay. It's pretty amazing. So touchy-feely, like shivery moment for me. There's lots of amazing stuff. His costumes, like from Sign of the Times, you can see the actual like jacket that he was wearing. Just an amazing experience. But aside from all of the studio stuff and all of the memorabilia we saw, they have a restaurant there, which was put together by Prince's personal chef, and all the recipes there were recipes that Prince used to enjoy, and one of them was macaroni and cheese, and it was the best macaroni and cheese I've ever had in my life. Maybe that was because of the experience, but it was pretty damn good macaroni and cheese. So we're making macaroni and cheese tonight. We're not making that macaroni and cheese because I don't have that recipe. But instead we're going to be making white cheddar mac and cheese with cornbread topping. So without any further ado, let's get to it. So today we are going to be making white cheddar and apple macaroni and cheese with a cornbread topping. This is one of my favorites. So we're going to start off by making the topping, which starts off with a cup of chopped onion. Works out to be a little bit more than one large onion. Not chopped, diced, excuse me. So I'm going to use my handy dandy dicer here to dice up the onions until I have 1 cup of diced onion. We're going to start off with 3 teaspoons of olive oil. We're going to add in our butter and put this over medium heat, and we're going to allow this to melt and just heat up the oil a little bit. The butter's there to give it some flavor. The oil's there to keep the butter from burning. Gonna add in our diced onion here, and we're gonna saute this for right around 5 minutes until the onions kind of soften and it's just starting to brown just a touch. You don't want to overdo it because this is gonna spend some time in the oven too, so you don't want to overdo it. Just want to get it till it's nice and fragrant, looking a little bit brown, got a little bit caramelization around the edges. And once we've got our onions sauteed, then we're going to stir in all of our cornbread into the pan, and we're just going to mix all of this up until it's all nice and homogeneous, and our cornbread has soaked up what remains of our butter and oil. This is going to be the topping for our mac and cheese. You just want to make sure everything is nice and consistent and homogenized, and that is your topping. So before we move on, we're going to play a song.
What's the matter with your life? Is it poverty bringing you down? Is the mailman jerking you around? Did he put your $1 million check in someone else's box? Tell me, what's the matter with your world? Is it a boy when you wanted a girl? Don't you know straight hair ain't got no curl? And life, it ain't that funky unless it's got that pop. Sing it, pop life. Everybody needs a thrill. Pop life. We all got a space to fill. Pop life. Everybody can't be on top, but life it ain't that funky unless it's got that pop. What's it underneath your hair? Is there anybody living there? Can't get over, you say it just don't care. But show me a boy who stays in school, and I'll show you a boy who will. Pop life, everybody needs a thrill. Pop life, we all got a space to fill. Pop life, everybody can't be on top, but life it ain't that funky unless it's got that pop. What you putting in your nose? Is that where all your money goes? Think it's hot, but the river of addiction flows, and there will be no water when that fire blows. Pop life, everybody needs a thrill. Pop life, we all got a space to fill. Pop life, everybody can't be on top, but life it ain't that funky unless it's got that pop. Pop life. Pop life. Pop life. One of my favorite songs off the Around the World in a Day album.
Okay, next we're going to make our bechamel, which is going to start off with a cup of half and half and a cup of whole milk. We're going to need a quarter cup of flour and a quarter cup of butter. This is going to be the base for our cheese sauce in the middle of our mac and cheese. Start off, you're going to take your quarter cup of butter and put that in a large pot. Eventually all your macaroni and cheese and everything's going to go in there. You're going to want to start with a very large pot. And melt the butter over medium heat. And then we are going to, once the butter is melted, we're going to add in our flour. So there we go. We're going to add the flour. And we're just going to mix this up until it's nice and combined into one, kind of semi-pasty stuff. You can see it's going to start to bubble in the bottom of the pan, so be careful that it doesn't burn. I'm going to switch into the whisk here, because we're going to start whisking in some stuff. You want to keep this moving, pull it off the heat if you need to, and you want to just whip this until it gets ever so slightly brown. It kind of has a nice smell to it. And then you're going to start adding in your dairy mixture, just a little bit at a time. Continue to whisk to incorporate it. You want to make sure that you don't add it where it overwhelms the heat. You want to keep it hot and add just enough so you can incorporate it. Don't freak out if it seems to break into these chunks and stuff. That's just part of the process along the way. But as you keep adding the cream in, eventually it's going to come back to us and be a nice creamy sauce kind of thing. So we're just going to keep adding in our dairy, keep sauteing or whisking away, excuse me. And just rinse and repeat until we have a nice, consistent, smooth sauce. See, I can get a little enthusiastic with my whisking. I whisked so much I actually splattered some of the roux on the GoPro itself that I'm using to shoot this, which was fun. And again, just don't overdo it. Make sure you're adding the dairy very gradually. Don't get tempted to rush it, because that can create a problem. As you see, and now it's nice and creamy. Go to the next
homogenized. And then we're going to take 1 pound, that's right, I said 1 pound of white cheddar cheese. I use Tillamook Reserve because I really like that stuff. The sharper the better for me, but to each their own, so get as sharp of a cheese as you like. You can use regular cheddar here too. I just think it looks nicer if it's white cheddar, and I like the flavor of white cheddar, so that's why I use white cheddar. Just going through and grate it all up, and then incorporate it. You want to make sure that your roux for the bechamel doesn't get too cool, but you got enough to eat. So, I'll grate some and then incorporate some of the cheese in, and then, rinse and repeat until I have all of my cheese has been grated down and has been whisked in, so that again we have a nice, consistent, smooth cheese sauce.
Called you yesterday, you didn't answer your phone. Main drag is knowing that you probably weren't alone. So here I sit in my lonely room, waiting for the sunshine. 'Cause all I got is 2 cigarettes and this broken heart of mine. So let the rain come down, let the rain come down, let the rain come down, down. Let the rain come down, let the rain come down, let the rain come down, down. You've been gone 17 days and 17 long nights. The main drag is knowing that you're holding someone else tight. I wanna call you every day and ask you to be near me, but I know your head is underwater. I doubt that you can hear me. So let the rain come down, let the rain come down, let the rain come down, down. Let the rain come down, let the rain come down, let the rain come down, down. I called you yesterday, you didn't answer your phone. The main drag is knowing that you're probably running low. I wanna call you every day and beg you to be near me, but I know your head is underwater. I doubt that you can hear me. So let the rain come down, let the rain come down, let the rain come down, down. Let the rain come down, let the rain come down, let the rain come down, down. "17 Days," it's the B-side. Check it out.
All right, So then we're going to add in 1.5 cups of diced Granny Smith apples, which works out to be just about 1 apple. And we're going to throw that in there. And then we've got your macaroni or other pasta. I like shells. That's what I use. But you want to unpound uncooked, 1 pound uncooked. But obviously you're going to cook it before you put it into the macaroni and cheese. So use your regular package directions, to make it al dente. So it's going to be somewhere between 11 and 13 minutes of boiling. And then we're going to incorporate all this. Just pour it into the pan where we've got our cheese sauce. Get it all in there. Add the apples. Whisk is not going to really be what I want for combining all of this stuff. And then just mix it all together until everything is nice and homogenized. And once we've got it all together, then we're going to put it in our prepared casserole. You need to butter your casserole dish first. Pour it all in there and get it nice and smoothed out. Flatten it in there so that it's evenly spread out. And once then we're going to grab our cornbread topping and put that all over the top. And again, you want to smooth it out so it covers everything evenly as you can. With this particular casserole, it doesn't quite cover every little bit, but that's not really a big deal. You're not looking for it to seal anything or anything. It's just it's an aesthetic and flavor thing to make sure that it gets on all over the mac and cheese. And so when we're done with that, we're going to bake this at 350 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes. And there you go. When it's done, the cornbread will have browned a little bit, kind of a golden brown, and your cheese will be nice and bubbly. You see it bubbling away there for you. And there you have it. That's your apple mac and cheese with white cheddar and cornbread topping.
All right. There you go. Hope you're enjoying your mac and cheese. And for the very last song tonight, I am going to do something a little different, which is I'm going to play some footage for you from when I played at the Pianos in the Park back in July. They have an event every year at the San Francisco Botanical Gardens where they put a bunch of pianos out there and invite people to come in and play. So there are people coming through to hear people play, and there's a lot of people out there to sit down at the pianos and play. And my buddy Andrew Takuda came out and took some footage, was kind enough, and this is Never Take the Place of Your Man from the San Francisco Botanical Garden. I hope you enjoy. All right. I'm gonna do a Prince tune for you.
It was only last June when her old man ran away. She couldn't stop crying 'cause she knew he was going to stay. And at 10:35 on a lonely Friday night, she was standing by the bar. She was looking alright. I asked her if she wanted to dance, and she said that all she wanted was a good man. Wanted to know if she thought it was qualified. I said, baby, don't waste your time. I know what's on your mind. I would be qualified for a one-night stand, but I could never take the place of your man. It told me so bad when she told me with tears in her eyes. He was all she ever had, and now she wanted to die. He left her with the baby and another one on the way. stop